So as a continuation to what I was just talking about, like with my teacher and shit, right? Yeah, I was always a good kid. I was good on the outside, but I was sneaky as a motherfucker, right? Like I remember, I don't know, it was like 5 or something, and I was with my mom in Walmart, and she ran into somebody, and I saw this little toy or card or something that I wanted. I knew she wasn't gonna buy it for me, so I didn't even ask. So while she's busy not paying attention, I'm sitting there in the shopping cart, and I like took that shit on the low. But I knew she would have been like, where did you get this from? And then I'm not about to cop to stealing some shit. I'm no face, no case. I'm not about to admit to shit. Deny till I die, right? You're not about to catch me admitting to nothing. I don't care if you got me on camera. Because, baby, you can call me Shaggy. It wasn't me. It was not me. I don't care. No face, no case. You are not about to hear me incriminate myself. I plead the fifth, okay? So we got in the car, and it was I don't know, this is the 90s, right? So this is like an older car, but they had just got it. So what I did was, like, I put the shit that I had just stole from Walmart, like, under the seat in the car. And I'm sitting in the back seat. And then I pulled it out, and I had just found it in the car. And I was like, oh, Mom, look what I just found. I just found this. And she's like, oh, well, that must have been in the car from the people that we got it for. They must have had a kid or something. And at 5 years old, I was sneaky enough to pull that shit off. Like, I've always been sneaky. Like, I was good, but I was bad. I was bad. But I never got caught, though. I didn't get caught. That was one thing I prided myself on, was not getting caught. And then, that was the start of, I've always been like this. I've always been me. Like, I feel like I'm the same person that I was then. Like, I feel like I'm still that little 5-year-old girl, except I have more knowledge and insight now. Like, I don't feel like I grew up. I didn't grow up. My body did, but, I'm still a little kid on the inside. And I love people like that. Like, I'll be around people and they'll tell me, like, you make me feel like a kid again. And I love that because, like, we'll just be laughing and giggling. I love to hype people up. I love to make people laugh. That's why I like put jokes in my rhymes. I love to make people laugh. I remember the first time I was on stage performing at slam poetry in Manhattan. And one of my lines, it says, I'm a waking nightmare. The bed better not look under me. Because I say, don't look under the bed. Fuck that. The bed better not look under me. And the whole crowd just like burst out laughing. I love shit like that. Like, I love to make people laugh. And I used to want to be like a stand-up comedian. I used to have this whole bit in my head. But I feel like I can only really talk for a long time and do it with rhymes, So that played into my poetry. So to tell you who I am, you got to know where I came from, right? So, I'm a South Carolinian, Georgian. I'm Catawba Indian Nation. Grew up on the reservation. Small town, like, it's basically a suburb of Charlotte, North Carolina, more or less. It's like a small town right outside a big city. Yes, very small town, probably like 80,000 people, something like that. And my dad, he was a hunter. So I grew up hunting and fishing. I know my way around a gun, a knife, all that. I know weapons. I've shot pistols, shotguns, rifles, all that. Like, my daddy taught me to be dangerous. You heard? Love him. Rest in peace, Dad. But, but I always had some shit going on. I was always getting into some shit as a kid. I used to be climbing trees and shit. I lived on a road called River Bottom Road. And yes, there was a river at the bottom of the road. Like, there's my house, and then you go down the hill, and then right there's the river. So there's a river to the left, a pond in front of the house, and a creek behind the house. So I never ran out of shit to do. Like, this is before social media. I was always outside. I used to run around barefoot. I was a wild child. And kids don't watch where they're going. So I used to I can't tell you how many ant piles I stepped in, like fire ants. I don't know how many times I did that. You would think once was enough, but I would be riding my bike and then I would step my foot off, and next thing you know, my whole shit's burning. One time my mama had to take me to the hospital because I started going into anaphylactic shock. They're like, if she does that again, she could die. I ain't stepped in one since. But yeah, I just had this chaotic, wild energy. My brother is a complete fucking moron, right? I don't fuck with him. He don't, like, my biological brother, we don't fuck with him. Anyway, he ain't even worth talking about. But, so I remember one time I was standing in the back of my dad's truck. I don't know, 6 or 7 something, 8, I was little. And we ain't at the creek or nothing, but my brother got a fishing rod just because he's stupid. So he's practicing, like, casting. Well, you casting into the ground, you fucking idiot? Anyway. So I'm standing in the back of my dad's truck. And my brother casts back his fishing rod. And what the fuck does he catch? This boy somehow, I don't know how it happens. Like, this goes against all the laws of physics. But somehow the shit happened to me. I had a fish hook through my left cheek. It somehow caught. It went all the way through my cheek. And I guess he didn't realize what he had caught. And then he yanked it. Boy, I screamed bloody murder. And my dad is trying to calm me down. My dad is the type that he's not finna take me to the hospital. He took a pair of pliers. He calmed me down. He's like, hold still. You gotta hold still. Took a pair of pliers, cut off the sharp end, and then pulled it out. Somehow it didn't leave a scar. And if I didn't remember that happening, like, I would be like, that shit can't happen to nobody. Yeah, I had a fish hook through my face. I was just chaotic. I was a wild child. I did not care. I have so many scars from childhood because I was reckless. And we lived in the country, like, the biggest, danger ain't other people. It's just outdoors. I was always outside. And then I started remixing nursery rhymes. That's how I started this. And then when I got a little older, that's when I started listening to rap. And I used to remix rap songs. Like, I would take the beat, I would forget what they say, and I would just make my own words in place of what they said. And now it's evolved into this. But from the time I was young, I was always about getting money. Like, you know how people do, like, extracurricular sports and shit. You are not getting me to stay at school a moment longer than necessary if you're not paying me, right? I always hated school. Like, once I learned how to read, I felt like that was all I needed. I remember being in 2nd grade and thinking I got like 15 more years of this shit, and I hated every second of it. I'm like, this is a waste of my time. I feel like I've been here before. I feel like I've done this before. What are y'all teaching me? So really the only thing they taught me in school was how to read. But then I get to high school, right? And like I said, I'm a member of a federally recognized tribe. So, my grandmother, she used to work for the tribe doing something. And they had this work program for kids where they had a lot of trust in some 14-year-olds. Because, like the secretary, the front office person that works in the school, that was me during the summer. So they had this work program, and they paid me, it was like, I don't know, $7 an hour or something. Yikes. Ain't nothing you can get me to do for $7 an hour now. But yeah, that was my first job. I started work when I was 14. And this was 2002. And I worked every year of high school. So during the summer, I was a receptionist. My senior year, the lunch lady got a promotion, and she became the new office lady throughout the year. And I was the one that actually trained her. Like, I was a good student. All the principals knew me. Like, I had it good. And so if there's one thing you should do, you should always know the important people in a place. Know the power players. Put them in your pocket. Because one time, I think I had missed too much school or something. And if you miss more than 6 days, they want you to go to some bullshit called makeup school. I wish I would try to have me come to school on a Saturday. Right? So, because I knew all the principals and everything, I just went to the head principal. His name was Mr. Chumley. Mr. Chumley was dope. I loved him. He was so cool. I said, Mr. Chumley, they're trying to tell me I need to go to this. I don't feel like going to this. So, you know what he did? He wrote me a letter that said I didn't have to attend makeup school. And I went and gave it to them other people. And it was good. Like, that's what it pays to know people in power. And I was a good student. Like, I didn't really care about my grades or nothing. You know, I got into college, but I did one semester and realized it wasn't for me. Like, that was me trying to be somebody else's version of me. Like, I would have been my parents' only child to go to college. And I tried it. Gave it the good old college try. Got myself in debt for nothing. But then I realized I was going to live my life for me and nobody else. So that's what I did. I live my life for me, nobody else. I do not live by other people's rules and expectations. If I live my life the way my mama wanted me to, I would be a God-fearing, church-going Mormon girl married to, I don't know, some loser. And she just doesn't understand. Like, I love my mama. My mama loves me, but we don't like each other. Like, we're like oil and water. And it's funny because she tells me I'm just like my dad, like personality-wise. So, how is it the traits that you found so attractive in him you can't stand in me? She told me that my personality was too abrasive. I'm like, what you trying to say? I'm a Brillo pad or something? Well, you better toughen up, baby, trying to be around me. But she was like, you're just like your father. Cocky much? Yes. Yes. It's like, I love my parents, but I feel like I am from a different planet. I always felt like that wasn't enough for me. Like, the life that they lived, like, some people like that simple life. Not me. I feel like the whole world is mine. It's my time to shine. It's going to be mine. It's all here for me. I always had bigger dreams. Like, when I was young, I used to want to be a singer. I always wanted to be a performer of some kind. But it took me a long time to find my niche, because I didn't know that at that time that I was ever going to perform like this. So I remember telling my mom, you know, I want to be a singer. And, you know, parents, you are supposed to be like, well, you know, you can do anything you want to. And I guess my mom took the more realistic approach, like, it's going to be really hard. Things are only as hard as you make them. Like, life shouldn't be hard. Life is meant to be enjoyed. The only thing that should be hard is a dick, and I ain't got one of those. I don't have one of those. So, it shouldn't be hard. Because what I do now, baby, I live on Easy Street. Like, y'all ever seen that Staples, I think it's Staples commercials, where they just got a button and they're like, that was easy. That's my life. That is my life. That was easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So don't tell me nothing's going to be hard, or don't tell me I can't do nothing. Because guess what? I can. I can do whatever I want. And whatever you can do, I can do better. It's like, I don't know. It's like, it reminds me of that one line from Alien Earth where the guy's like, you know, into these troglodytes was born a miracle. Sorry, Mom, not to call you a troglodyte, but, you know. It's like, so, because people be so stuck in the past, you got a caveman attitude. So if you want to act like a caveman, I'm going to call you a caveman, troglodyte. I'm not in the past. Like, they say that time travel isn't possible, but I am light years ahead of these people. And I feel like I'm the only one that has it. Everybody else, they are content having just enough. They are content to suffer, to struggle, to live paycheck to paycheck. Not me. You know, I'm not a worker. I put in my hours. I did. You know, I worked first. I understand the value of hard work. I always had a very good work ethic. But now, like I said, I don't have to work for things. Things work for me. So this is work to me. But really, I'm just talking. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to myself. Because guess what? If I need to hear this shit again, I'll just, like, if I want to hear somebody drop some knowledge, I will go back and watch one of my videos. This is a video diary. And you just might happen to reap the rewards from the shit that I'm saying to me. Like, this is, if this is what you consider work, this is my work. But, oh, excuse me, I don't work for things. Things work for me. And everybody else is like, oh, it's hard. Life is so hard. Life is suffering. Life is poverty. Life is this. Life is, like, any negative mannerisms you have, just get rid of them. That does not serve you in any way. That serves to keep you down. To keep you, poverty is not just being poor. It is a mindset. You can have a poverty mindset. You are never going to go anywhere. It's like, oh, life is so hard. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to pay this bill. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Figure it the fuck out. You know how many times I didn't know what I was going to do? Man, I was in the streets. Didn't know where I was going to sleep that night. I slept on the streets in New York. And guess what? I still made it. I still made money. I don't deal in excuses. Like, excuses are for fools. No, we take accountability over here. And everything that you go through, you are accountable for. It's like anything that happens to you is because of you. Who can you really blame? Okay, so what? You were born poor. Do you have to die that way? Look at all the people that were born that way and then rose above. If they can do it, why can't you? You saying they're better than you? Like, you saying that somebody else can do something that you can't, it's like admitting that they are your betters. It's always been a dog-eat-dog world. We have, we've called ourselves civilized, but as soon as humans discovered riches and some people started hoarding it, life ain't changed. It's always been the rich and the poor. And you're not going to beat the rich. So if you can't beat them, join them. Don't worry about the rest of the world. Don't worry about how the rest of the world is going to get rich. Get yourself rich first. And then become a philanthropist. Everybody thinks that the key to life is being nice and kind to people and being so selfless. And I do not subscribe to that idea at all. I'm a very kind person. I'm kind to everybody I meet. But I'm only nice to myself. I'm not here to save the world. That's somebody else's job. It's not for me. And my mother tells me I'm selfish all the time. I'm like, oh, listen, I ain't got time for nobody. I ain't got time for no friends. It is me season. Oh, that's selfish. It sure the fuck is. Because guess what? There were so many times in life that I finished dead last because I put everybody else first. I made everybody else's plate before mine. Not no more. And that's why they say, nice guys finish last. If you are too nice, you are just a doormat. Like, I have a doorman. I'm not a doormat. You will not walk all over me. And you just have to want more. And know that it's yours. It's not enough to just say it. You have to believe it. It's like, okay, so if you're trying to have a higher frequency, right? Like, sometimes the high-pitched noises hurt your ears, but you have to really be attuned. So you can say all the right things, you can say, I'm going to do this. I have confidence, but if you don't believe it yourself, it's like, okay, you're trying to get high. Like, you're saying the right things, but deep down, you really don't believe it because you're deep down, right? So if you're still here, but you're thinking here, guess what? You're just going to meet somewhere in the middle and you're just going to plateau. You have to believe what you are saying. And it works so good when you're negative. Why not when you're positive? Like if you're always like, I can't win for losing. You never will. You'll never win. You will always lose. Act like good things are going to happen. Stop speaking bad onto yourself. And it'll be the littlest shit in the world. Like, okay, for instance, acquaintance of mine, right? Always bitching about a parking spot. It's like, oh, I bet there's no parking spots up there. Whereas me, I'm going to be like, watch. There's a parking spot right up at the front, and it's safe for me. It has my name on it, reserved. And guess what? It's going to be there. If you always speak negative onto yourself, negative things will happen to you. It's crazy, right? So if it works negatively, why would it not work positively? You have to higher your frequency in order to go higher. You have to believe the words you're saying. And when you believe all that negativity, you say it and you believe it, you like, fuck it, you're not in bikini bottom, baby. You in rock bottom. Go to bikini bottom. If you're going to be at the bottom, be at bikini bottom, not rock bottom. We don't go there. That's for them. That's not for us. No, don't go there. And, you know, it goes back to that old adage, if you change your mindset, you change your life. And people are like, oh, it's not that easy. Shut the fuck up. I'll slap you. I'm not trying to hear that. It's not about being easy or hard. It's about discipline. If you have self-discipline, if you find yourself saying something negative, stop that right there. Like, I found myself saying, like, oh, my fucking life. And before I could even finish that thought, I was like, is great, is amazing. I have everything I need. Like, don't let the intrusive thoughts win. You let the intrusive thoughts invade you. Invade the intrusive thoughts. Tell them thoughts no. Tell them no. Period. Like, listen, I'm not listening to anything you say. I'm rubber and you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you, right? Have that attitude. I'm just sick of the negativity. This is why I don't like being around people. This is why I love being around myself. Because I'm like my own battery. I hype myself up every day. I don't need outside influence to just be a super positive, happy person. I feel like everybody should be happy, no matter what. No matter what. You could be sad for a minute. Okay, sometimes you need to have a little cry for a minute, and then, get the fuck back up. Like, it's only time to stop when your heart stops beating. Like, oh, this is the end. It ain't the end till you dead. And even then, that still ain't the end. It never ends. So who wants to live immortality with negativity? I don't know about y'all, but I don't. I've been through terrible, terrible things in life. I don't even focus on them. I don't go too deep into them. Like I said, I just let that pain fuel me. Well, I don't focus on the bad. I'll take the bad and turn it into something good. Like turning lemons into lemonade. And then you sell lemonade to other people. And now you got some money. There's always ways to make money. And money, they say the love of money is the root of all evil. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Because they say, oh, money can't buy happiness. Money can buy security. Money can buy if you got all the money in the world, if you don't have any problems, right? Like the little people do. You ain't got no problems, but you're not happy. That's a you problem. What are you unhappy about? What could you possibly be unhappy about? Okay, you have, remixed reality like you in the Matrix. You have made it work for you. So now the world is yours. You can do whatever you want. And you want to be miserable? Miserable with money? Wipe your tears with $100 bill and shut the fuck up. Get your ass up. Go on a vacation or something. Go to Tahiti, Bora Bora, somewhere. Like, cry on the beach. I don't see how people let life get you down. Life is for the living. Be alive. Be happy. And you might say, oh, it's not that easy. I have emotions. Okay. Everybody got emotions, right? But the thing to do with emotions is to be emotionally intelligent. Don't let your emotions rule you. Your emotions bow to you, not the other way around. Like, you ever been so down in the dumps and so emotional over something, but then, like, looking back, you're like, man, that wasn't even nothing. I don't know why I was even tripping. Emotions come and go. Emotions flow. And you can go with the flow, but don't let the current overtake you. You know how to swim. It's never sink or swim if you know how to swim. You have to be emotionally intelligent in this world. Because if you wear your heart on your sleeve, all you're going to do is grieve. And this is coming from somebody who does. Like, I wear my heart on my sleeve, but, I also got tricks up my sleeve. As tough as I present myself, oh my God, baby. On the inside, I'm like jelly, pudding. But that's my armor. Like, that is for nobody but me unless I let you in. And I don't believe at all that emotion is weakness. I'm not saying that at all. Emotion is strength. You have to let it strengthen you. You have to let anything you've been through, let it become fuel. Anything. Life is fuel. Energy. It's all energy. Positive, negative. You can take the negative and turn it into a positive. There's a negative and a positive into everything, just like a battery, right? And batteries do what? They charge things. So you have to take that negative in and turn it into a positive. And now you got fuel. And now you're going places. Now you're not like Fred Flintstone with your feet. Now you on a jet plane. That's all you have to do is transmute that energy. And I can preach about this because this is what I do. I used to be one of these people that if something upset me, it would take over my mind. Like a plague. Right? Like the Black Death. It's like it would run through my mind constantly, over and over. Like the Ouroboros, right? Is infinity. I wouldn't know how to get it out of my mind, especially in relationships. Like, if something negative happened, if there was an argument or something, I would let it fuck up my whole day. I had an argument with an ex one time. I couldn't even go to work that day because my mind was so fucked up after. Now, there's nothing you can say to me that will get to me. You can't get to me. You're not close enough. But that's how I can say this. This is why I can say this, because I was that person. I am very sensitive. But that's not for everybody. To the world, I am the toughest bitch you will ever meet. Like, I don't play no games. You can't play with me. But to the select few that I let in, it's like, you would see a whole different side of me. But you got to understand that's not for everybody. Don't give that to everybody. Not everyone deserves your softness. Because you can be two things, You can be soft and you can be strong. What is that like? I mean, probably not the best analogy. Soft and strong like the Charmin, baby. Ain't that the thing? You can be soft and strong. Whatever toilet paper slogan that was. Soft and strong because you the shit. And there's a time for each. So if you don't have command over your emotions have command over you. It's like in that movie. Y'all know what I'm talking about, that Disney movie. What is it, Inside Out? Where they got all these little islands, right? And each island is an emotion. And the emotions are in charge, not her. So I picture that too. I have all these islands in my head. And instead of them ruling me, I just go to one whenever I see fit. Like here, we got paradise over here. We got I'm gonna fuck you up over here. We got don't play with me over here. Like, you have your little islands. And go to them. Don't just be dragged around. Because guess what? You're going to be just like Riley in the movie. Where you forget how to be happy. And then you're trying to run away from home and do all this dumb shit. Why would you run away from home, stupid? Home is where what? The heart is. Home is not a place. It's where you are. Anywhere can be your home if you are your home. Always be your home. And you'll never be home alone.